Well, so what I've done here is I've browned my braising steak and I've browned some chorizo. Do it in batches because otherwise you don't get that brown on that meat.
Right.
So just brown it in little batches, and the same with the chorizo. And then with that lovely oil that comes out of the chorizo, I have got some onions browning in there, in that oil, with a bit extra oil as well, and some garlic, about 4 cloves of garlic. So it's full of flavour, this. To this, I'm going to add my spices. So I need some cumin, some cayenne pepper, and some allspice.
For you, boss. I can get those, no worries. That's for you. Allspice?
Thank you.
2 teaspoons
of allspice. Allspice, to me, is one of those flavours that is like Christmas. It's sort of nutmeggy and cloves.
Yeah, well, that's all it is, isn't it,
Yeah.
really? Nutmegs, cloves, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of black pepper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, which is not to be mistaken with...
Mixed spice.
Or whole spice.
Or whole spice, right, okay.
Anyway.
2 teaspoons of cumin.
That gives you the lovely smoky flavour.
And then 1 of cayenne pepper. But let's do a nice...
Only 1?
Big.
I thought it was supposed to be chilli.
It is chilli. We've got a big ancho chilli going in as well. Look, do you know what? Just for you, put an extra little bit.
Spice is important.
So I'm going to let these spices cook out, and a really good way of getting them cooking out is to add a tiny bit of liquid to your onions. Just a little bit. And then just let them cook and settle. A bay leaf into here, and I'm going to put one of these great big chilies in as well. That's an ancho chilli. If you can't get an ancho chilli, any dried chilli is fine. So if you leave it untouched in your chilli, it will add that lovely smokiness and a bit of a punch, but it won't be too much. If you like a bit of fire, then break it up.
Then because the seeds come out, and
Yeah.
the seeds are the things that got the heat in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
So can I also have some ketchup, some tomatoes, and some balsamic vinegar? There's a lot of different ingredients in this, but honestly, it's worth it.
Balsamic and tomato ketchup.
Yeah.
Ketchup?
Ketchup,
There you go.
balsamic. Actually, at this point, I'm going to put all my stuff back in here. So we've got our ancho chilli, our bay leaf, all of those meat juices, all of that into there. And then I'm just going to add all my other flavours. So we've got a nice couple of tablespoons of tomato ketchup, or a nice big squidge, like that. And that adds a really lovely sweetness to it. It's just like a weird secret ingredient that works. Like
Yeah,
ketchup.
I get that, because there's acid in tomato ketchup, and there's sugar, and there's salt, and rather than just using tomato paste.
Yeah, and the other thing is balsamic vinegar.
Go on.
You can use sherry vinegar, and I know you're not a fan of balsamic.
No.
But it really works in here, and it's another sort of depth. There's different layers of flavour in this chilli.
And if I don't have balsamic vinegar?
Fine, use it, a bit of sherry vinegar or just a little bit of...
What about if I
malt
had
vinegar is
just
fine.
like normal
It doesn't
vinegar and
matter.
a bit of Worcestershire sauce or
Yeah,
something?
that's fine.
Would that
Do
work?
It would work. I'm going to add a little bit of stock, a couple of 100 mils of stock. This is beef stock. You can use any stock, chicken stock, or you can use wine. So you could use half stock and half red wine. So 2 tins of tomatoes. There we go.
Do you want to wash out a little
You
bit?
could just a little bit.
Just to get the extra bits out of there.
Yeah, just wash it out. But we'd use that water.
Waste not, want not, as my nanny used to say.
There we go, and mix all of that up. So you can see it's got a lovely, it's sort of brown, you get a deep colour into that. A little bit of that, a little bit of salt and pepper.
And it looks actually to me like a chilli should look, rather than being that sort of wet, mincy
It's
thing.
not wet mincy, it's thick and syrupy and meaty.
Delicious.
Yes,
Enough for that?
that's fine.
Fine.
Thank you. I'm going to put a little pinch of sugar, but actually we've got some chocolate to go in as well, a little secret ingredient. And some pepper. Can you get me the pepper?
Yes.
And do a nice grind of pepper.
Shall I grind for you?
You can grind.
And what's that in your hand?
Dark chocolate.
Good.
So in Mexican chocolate chili, lovely flavours. What it does, please don't be going at home, oh my gosh, what's that going to taste like? You can't really taste the chocolate, it just gives it another layer, a sort of deep sweetness, doesn't it?
It does, but the other thing is that, of course, chocolate was always a savoury ingredient until the Westerners came along and decided it should be sweet. It was always savoury, it was a seasoning, in the same way as pepper was a seasoning.
It's amazing, isn't it? The darker the chocolate, nice 70% chocolate. Do you want to test that?
Just make sure it's all right.
Is it good? Mm. So this has started to come to the boil now. It's bubbling away. And it's going to go into the oven with a lid on for about 2.5 hours at 140.
So nice slow cook.
A really nice slow cook until that beef is really falling apart.
Shall I take this away then?
Yeah, you can do it. You looked like you were ready to do it. Now,
Right.
at the end of that, sort of 20 minutes before you want to serve it, a drained can of kidney beans into it, stirred through, and Bob's your uncle.
Oh, don't drop that.
No. On here. So this one has had its 2.5 hours, and look how lovely that is. And that will feed a lot of people. It freezes beautifully, and it's even better the next day. But look at all of those bits. I mean, absolutely delicious. In a bowl with sour cream and nachos and a bit of coriander.
Should we get some then?
Yeah.
Good, right. So, you want sour cream, you want some coriander, did you say?
Yeah, and you can serve this on some rice or with a jacket potato, your favourite thing.
With a what?
A jacket potato.
I still don't understand that. I'm going to say it here officially on television. I do not understand how potato is a meal.
A lovely,
really sorry.
crispy skin jacket potato.
And you want these as well?
Melted butter, yes please. Melted butter and a bit of chilli on top. Yum. Little bit of coriander.
I think the thing is, this is the whole idea of this chilli is then you can gauge how much spice you want yourself.
Absolutely.
And if you put a big plate of chilli like that across the top for everybody, and then people can decide if they want to put more chilli or not, because I think everybody has their sort of own want of spices.
Yeah,
Don't
you
they?
especially.
Me, I love it nice and hot. I really do.